Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new weekly tarot reading. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. It could be you towards somebody or somebody here towards you. You can also check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus placements. If those are dominant in your chart, then those will resonate with you as well. Okay? Now remember, take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. You have here ego-driven. Let's see what that is all about. So it says here, someone is ego-driven. Of course, this could be you or somebody else that you are dealing with, okay? And it says here, the number 17. How does the number 17 resonate for you? Something here very important will be happening on the 17th, okay, of this month. For others of you, it could also be related to 1 plus 7, which is equal to the number 8. This could be money-related matters as well, right? The number 8 is a representation of money, finances, wealth, that kind of thing. Okay, so that could be part of this reading as well. Now, it says here ego-driven, and as you can see, there's an image of a man, and he is looking at himself on his phone. You know, like when you shut off your phone and you just see the black screen and you can see your reflection. So he's kind of like checking himself out, you know, he's very egotistical, okay, big ego, always wants to make sure that he looks picture perfect. There's nothing wrong with that, but when it's all about the ego and that's all it is, then things get a little bit complicated, right? Let's see what that's all pertaining to. So it says here, ego-driven, act in one's own self-interest, driven by a need to prove oneself better than others, does not truly love the person, but loves more what the person gives. So whether this is you towards somebody, somebody here towards you, you take it however it resonates, but there is somebody here who is very ego-driven, who is very selfishly oriented. This person is very selfish, only focuses on their own needs, their own wants, their own desires, right? And they are very inconsiderate of the other person, the people around them, right? It's all about them, their own comfort. As long as they get what they want, what they need, as long as they are comfortable, then everything is perfect for them. Right? And so this person is only driven by a need to prove themselves to be better than others. So whoever this is, they're doing something in order to prove themselves to, you know, be that better person, whether this is career-related matters, family, friends, love, whatever this is. For some, if you are trying to get something done, if you feel driven in some kind of way, sometimes that people get lost, and it's just human nature. They get lost in, you know, like winning, right? That energy of, okay, I've got to get it done. I've got to get it done, no matter who gets hurt, no matter what happens. And so sometimes you've got to take a little bit of a step back, right? If this is you, take a little bit of a step back and ask yourself, why am I doing something? Do you feel the pressure to do something? Because of why? Because of something that your heart is telling you to do, or is this all about the ego? Okay, so what is it that really matters in why someone here is pressuring themselves to do something? Is this something here related to your own values, or is something here that you are doing or somebody is doing that is, you know, kind of going outside of what you value, what they value, etc.? Of course, this could be subconscious if this is happening to you. It could be a wake-up call. Why are you doing something? Is it for you to prove yourself to be better than others? Do you want to prove yourself among your family, among your friends, among your loved ones, whatever this is? Okay, of course, it could be somebody here around you. Maybe they're just doing something to prove themselves better than you, better than everybody else around them. And this person doesn't truly love the people around them. You know, if this is somebody here who you are with, they may not really be appreciating you for what you bring to the table, for who you are. They may not really love you, but they love more what you have to give to them. Okay. Of course, if this is vice versa, you may have a little bit of a kind of like an honesty moment, like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I really love the person, because I really love my job, because I really love my career, because I really love getting involved in this project and this idea? Or am I just doing it, right, because of what it's providing to me? Okay. Of course, if this is somebody around you, Again, take it however it resonates. This person could just be doing something because of what you have to offer, whether you give them money, whether you give them time, love, whether you let them live at your place, whatever this is. It could be a friend, a family member, a loved one, a coworker. It could be whoever, whatever this is, because it is a general reading. So you can, however you perceive it, whichever area of your life this is, career, family, friends, love, whatever this is. Now it comes to the secondary message, and it says here, my pride and my ego are holding me back and stopping me from being my true authentic self. I'm afraid that you and people around me will reject me because I fear that I'm not good enough for you. My self-confidence is just a facade. Okay? Or how do you pronounce that word? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Basically a mask, right? It says here, my self-confidence is just a mask. So somebody here, they're being driven by their pride and their ego. Okay? And they're also being held back, right? It says here, my pride and my ego are holding me back and stopping me from being my true authentic self. So if this is you, ask yourself, are you being driven by money, by superficial things, by superficial attention, right? Or if it's this person around you, maybe they are being driven, okay, to prove themselves to be better, to become the best. It could be that somebody here around you might be wearing a mask, okay, and you might be sensing it. So there's something here about what's real and what's not. Who's being real and who's not. Am I being real? Am I not being real? Right? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Am I just doing it for the money? Am I just doing it for the attention? Am I just doing it for, recognition? Whatever this is all about, you let me know in the comments below. But somebody here actually lacks real confidence. Whenever people are ego driven, they're driven by their ego. On the outside, it might be seen by people who are unaware, okay, of they're unaware of that person's energy. They might see that as real confidence, okay, when it's all ego. But I do see here that people who try to prove themselves, especially try to kind of like they're so inconsiderate, they actually lack self-confidence. It's not really real. Okay, so somebody here might be displaying bravado, like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that, but it's just to fluff themselves up because they know or they feel that they're not good enough for you, for the job, for the connection, for the situation, whatever this is. Okay, you let me know in the comments below how this is all resonating for you. Is this you? Somebody around you? Okay, let's see. We're going to be going into your past, present, future position, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your challenge position, how to overcome that challenge, and also what is in your opportunity. Remember to let me know in the comments below how this reading is all resonating for you. Okay, even if it's just commenting down an emoji, you guys, you have no idea how much your comments help support me and my channel, because the YouTube algorithm has been doing its little funny thing again where it's been hiding a lot of my videos again, and I've been getting comments once again that people are not receiving my notifications whenever I post videos. So again, if you want to support the channel, you can comment down below, even if it's just with an emoji. Of course, you can also support the channel by giving it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. And if you're not getting my notifications, unsubscribe, resubscribe, then hit the notification bell, and then hit all. Okay, hopefully that will fix it for you guys who have been letting me know. All right, so you could be dealing with the sign of, I see Leo here coming through the reading, double Leo coming through the reading. I'm also seeing here the sign of Libra. What else do we have here? Whatever other sign this is doesn't necessarily have to be any of these. It could literally be any other sign of the zodiac. But at the bottom of this deck, you have here the World. So something here ending, something here coming to an end, and or you feeling like, you know what, I've given enough to this person, connection, job, career, situation, idea, and it's like you've hit a dead end. You know how it feels when you hit a dead end where you're like, no matter how much I try, no matter how much I try to fix it, no matter how much I try to talk it out, it just remains the same. Why? Because there's a situation here that you're dealing with, whether it's career, family, friends, love, whatever other area of your life, finances, where the universe is saying, you've already given it enough. You've given it whatever you've had to give it, in this lifetime. You learn what you had to learn, and now it's time for you to close out that chapter. Okay, it's kind of like a closing out of a chapter in your life in order for you to step into a new version of your life or a new version of you. Things can no longer continue progressing forward in the same old way, tired way, right? This is kind of like, it's already growing tired. You're growing tired, this is going nowhere else. But now this is actually a good thing, because this represents your glow up phase. Now, some people have asked me, what does glow up mean? This is all about a new version of you, right? It's time for you to invest in yourself, in your own wants, needs, desires, what you truly want in life. Maybe you had been doing something based on just ego, right? There's no wrong or right, because we're all here to learn and to grow. Maybe you are realizing right now, you know what, this is not really satisfying me. It's not really fulfilling me. I've been doing it for superficial reasons. Or maybe this person, you're realizing that somebody around you is not really into you, or they're not really appreciating you at your job, in your career, or vice versa, right? It could be that you are now kind of like having a little bit of a change of mind about a person, a situation, maybe an idea that you have, something that you've been working on, right? And so now there's some kind of completion. But because this is completing, it's telling you, well, there's a new door that is opening up for you in order for you to now finally pursue what you really want to pursue that will fulfill you in your life, right? Let me know in the comments below what that is all pertaining to, what that is all about. For others, it could be that you are now starting to realize, you know what, I just need to tie up loose ends. I need to be tied up. Okay, because you've left kind of loose ends here and there. And so you're realizing you need to tie up those loose ends in order for you to feel like, okay, you know what? I've, tied up those loose ends. I finally told that person it's done, or whatever it is that you have to do in order to tie up those loose ends. And now you're feeling like, okay, I'm relieved. I'm ready to move on, right? Move forward, rather than just keeping it in limbo or keeping it open-ended. Right? Because when you have one foot in and one foot out of a situation, you're not allowing for new opportunities to enter, because you're in two places at once. Your attention is in two places at once. So let me know in the comments below what that's all pertaining to and what that is all about. I'm seeing here that in your challenge position, there is the 5 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. So in your challenge this week, during these 7 days from this point forward, I am seeing here that it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to either forgive someone. For others, it could be that you're feeling a sense of regret or a sense of a grudge, holding on to a grudge because of something that somebody has done to you, or something here that you found out about. It could be a little bit difficult for you to forgive, for you to perhaps offer, a second chance, that kind of thing. But I will advise you, okay, just based on all of these energies, that it's to your best interest to release that sorrow, release that regret, release that disappointment. We are all human. People here are human beings. And so I wouldn't want you to carry that grudge with you of, even if somebody, whatever they did to you was horrible, okay? By you forgiving that person or what they did, it's more so of, think of it in terms of, I forgive what you did because I know that that's not who you truly are, right? If you think about it in that perspective, it will become a little bit easier for you to forgive the situation, that person, okay? Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go back to them. It just means that you're no longer going to carry the burden of what happened, because otherwise, by you carrying that burden of regret, of disappointment, of sorrow, of guilt, of whatever this is, of a grudge, you kind of like, without realizing it subconsciously, you block out healing and you block out new opportunities that want to come towards you, okay? Because you need to clear out that space. So there's something here related to also somebody here who has made promises and they're not delivering on those promises. Somebody here who said, you know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, talk, and then they're not doing anything. Okay. For others of you, you're very disappointed in someone because you kind of felt like they had the potential to do more, whether for you or in a situation, in a job, career, family, whatever this is. And this person is not really, you know, living up to your expectations is what I'm sensing. And or they're not living up to whatever it is that they promised that they would do. I feel that this person may be rather naive. They may be rather emotionally immature as well. And that's the reason why I'm saying, you know, just understand that they are also a human being. Because if you were in their position, you would want to be forgiven. If you didn't have that, you know, that awareness, right? That level of awareness. Right now, this person is just, their level of awareness is not up here, okay? They're just emotionally immature, that kind of vibe. Now, I'm also seeing here that it could be a little bit challenging, okay, for you to just kind of like draw the line in a situation and say, okay, you know what, enough is enough. I feel that for some of you, you may have reacted or overreacted in a situation, whether this is already happening, has happened, or will be happening. Remember, it's for 7 days. But don't feel bad about overreacting, because I feel that, again, you need to not be so hard on yourself. You're also human. Sometimes you do overreact. Sometimes, you know, you do react instead of proactively thinking about it and then saying something or doing something. So if you have done this, overreacted, you know, done something that maybe you feel a little bit ashamed of, don't feel shame. Okay, something here happened in the way that it needed to happen. All right. Now, let me know in the comments below what that is all about, what that is all pertaining to. You could be dealing also with a person who's very stubborn and who's always trying to challenge you, right? It's like this person is very difficult to deal with. They're always challenging you. Now, I'm also seeing here gossip. Everyone is talking about you, what you're getting involved in, a relationship that you're in, and or your plans. People are jealous of you, what you are doing, your plans, and your connection. So there could be a lot of gossip around you. There could be people, you know, gossiping. There could be people here not wanting to see you happy. There could be jealous people, that kind of vibe. Okay, let me know in the comments below. Is this happening in your career, finances, love, friends, whatever that is? Now, in the recent past here, you have here the Six of Swords, the Sun, and the Four of Cups. So in the recent past here, you did choose to move on, okay? You went through a transition period. You moved from one place to another, from one direction to another. You moved on from something that was no longer working for you onto something else. It wasn't easy, but you still said, you know what? In order for me to move on, to like heal, I need to move away from the situation, right? Whether it's you left a job, you left like a relationship, a career, you moved from one place to another, whatever that was, you were in a transition period. And yes, you went into calmer waters, okay, more peaceful waters, wherever there was conflict and chaos. I feel that you left that behind, and you went into something that brought you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment. Okay, something new. I'm seeing here that you also received good news that put a smile on your face. For others of you, I see here that there was some kind of a situation where, yes, even though you did move on from that person, place, thing, environment, job, situation, family member, whatever this was in the recent past, you still didn't fully heal, okay? You still kind of were holding on to everything that went wrong, okay? And so even though new opportunities would come your way, or maybe one particular opportunity came toward you in the recent past, you didn't grab it. You didn't pay attention to it. You ignored it, okay? You push it to the side, or you said to yourself, oh no, that's too good to be true. That's just not for me, because, you know, you kind of felt very pessimistic about this opportunity. You felt very pessimistic about life. For others of you, if you made an offer to somebody, you made an offer to a person that was very pessimistic and that did not see your value and your worth, and you felt ignored, okay? Now, I see here that there was a player involved in the recent past, an immature lover that lacked emotional intelligence, and you had to beware of their intentions. Okay, so somebody here who was very mature, a player, maybe this person was playing mind games, very hot, cold behavior, playing games in some kind of way. Maybe they were, a player in some kind of way where they had multiple people, not for everybody, or they were just simply immature. Okay, they lacked the emotional intelligence to make something work. Okay. Let me know in the comments below what that was all pertaining to. Was this happening in your career, love life, finances, friends, whatever that was? Now, in your current situation, you have here the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Justice. So right now, currently speaking, I do see here that you are finally stabilizing your emotions. At one point, your emotions were a little bit kind of like chaotic. You were trying to make sense of them, but now finally they're stabilizing. I'm also seeing here that your finances are also stabilizing for you. For others of you, you are dealing with or will be dealing with very soon, okay, starting to happen right now with a person who is very loyal. Okay, this person can be a very financially driven or maybe very financially stable. But if this is you, I feel that right now you feel very stable, okay, in your energies. However, you're still waiting for something to happen. You're like, you know what? I'm seeing very slow moving energy in this direction. When is this finally going to come in? Okay. I feel like you're waiting for results. You're waiting for something here to turn out in the way that you envisioned it to turn out, because you've been putting in the work and the effort, whether it's money, finances, career, a relationship, a friendship, and, maybe some news that you're waiting on. But I see you waiting on this. Soon you're going to get good news, okay, that yes, it's going to work out in your favor. You're going to get justice in a situation where there has been some kind of unfairness, where there has been some kind of injustice, okay? Justice will be served in your favor, okay? Some of you guys may be dealing with some kind of a court case, a legal matter, whatever that is for you, but for sure, karma is going to take care of it. Okay, now you also have here untrustworthy. What are you looking at? I've made mistakes and lied in the past. Will you ever trust me again? Somebody here has made a mistake, and I feel that for a lot of you, it's a person here towards you. They've made mistakes, they've lied in the past, and this person is right now thinking to themselves, or they will be asking you, or they are asking you, hey, will you ever trust me again? Right? It's like they want you to forgive them. Okay, because they've made mistakes, they've lied to you, that kind of vibe. But right now you're unsure because you're like, I'm not sure if I can trust this person again. They're untrustworthy. They broke your trust in some kind of way. Let me know in the comments below, is this happening in your career, finances, love, friends, whatever that is. Now, in the near future, you have here the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So in the near future, you're going to definitely take it slowly, okay? You're going to be more methodical, more strategic with regards to moving towards a situation. If this is a person here moving towards you, you're going to meet somebody who's moving very slowly, okay? Very slow moving process. Basically, whatever it is that's coming into your near future, it's going to move a little bit more slowly, okay? I feel that in the near future, something here is going to be a little bit too slow for somebody's comfort, and I feel like this is going to bring in some kind of a sense of disappointment, okay? Like, you know what, this is too slow for me. Whether, somebody tells you that, you tell somebody that, but I feel that you're going to try to detach yourself emotionally from a situation here that is moving rather slowly in the near future. Okay, now I'm also seeing here that with the Five of Wands, there will be conflict. I feel that this conflict is part of the reason why you are going to be disappointed, because you're like, you know what, this person is so dramatic, there's still a lot of drama in the situation. There could be gossip, there could still be, people being jealous, competitive, that kind of vibe, okay? But I feel here that, what the universe is saying, that in the near future, you're going to have a tendency to judge someone very, very harshly. And that person is you. So don't judge yourself in the near future for wanting to move on from something or someone that you kind of are realizing or will be realizing that this person is all about conflict, drama. They keep disappointing you time and time again. Now, I'm seeing here that also it says weirdos. The reason why it's going to be difficult for you to move on from this person's situation is because this person makes you feel comfortable. It's like you have this comfort type of vibe with them. For some reason, this person makes you feel like you can be them yourself when you are with them, and they feel the same with you. It says here, you make me feel comfortable in my skin. I can be myself with you. Weirdos. For others of you, you're going to be walking into a new situation, a new connection, and you're going to move on from a connection that is already making you feel uncomfortable and walking into a new one that makes you feel comfortable, like, oh my God, wow, why do we just kind of like mesh together in such a beautiful type of way, right? I feel like something here in the near future, once you walk away from what doesn't serve you and what had disappointed you, you're going to walk into something that's going to be feeling more natural, okay, without that constant effort. It's just going to feel more like, oh, wow, why do I feel so at ease with this person or at this job or in this environment? That's how it's going to feel. Okay. Now, in your opportunity, you also have here the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Strength. So part of your opportunity has to do with the fact that you're going to be getting a lot of options. Okay. You're literally, the universe is going to grant you a lot of opportunities, and you're going to be able to see, okay, what is it that I want to get into? Who is it that I want to date? What idea do I want to invest in on, right? You're going to get a lot of options. Okay. You're going to weigh out, okay, which one is the one that I want to pursue? So if right now you're feeling like you don't have any other option than to stay where you are, oh, don't you worry, because part of your opportunity is the fact that you're going to be presented with multiple options. I'm also seeing here that one of those is actually going to bring in a lot of happiness, right? This is the happy family, the happy home. I see you're going to have a great opportunity here to connect with somebody at a very deep level, whether it's emotional, well, it definitely is emotional, but whether this is a relationship wise, like love, or it could be a friendship, it could be a family, friend, it could be a new acquaintance, whoever this is. It could be just, you going into a community or, a group, within a group of people where they make you feel like home. They make you feel like you're part of a family, right? So it could be that. Okay, of course, it could be love for a lot of you guys, but I see an emotional type of vibe there that is going to make you feel very good. Okay. I'm also seeing here that you're finally going to tap into your courage and your strength. If you've been feeling like, you don't have the courage to pursue something or to do something, I feel like you're going to definitely realize how strong you are. I'm also seeing here that you're going to connect with a person who might be very different than you, whether you already know this person or not, but I feel like this person might be very overly sensitive. You may have said something recently, and now you're going to learn, okay, this person is overly sensitive. I'm going to have to really kind of like, be a little bit more gentle when I talk to them if I want this connection to work, whether it's a work-related situation, family, friends, love, whatever this is. And I feel like if you focus instead on what brings you two together, integration instead of separation, this connection can definitely work. Okay. Now it says here, all talk. I know that you are tired of hearing my excuses, all talk and no action. Somebody here, okay, is showing up in your opportunity where this person is realizing that they've been a parrot. They've been promising this, promising that, talk, and they're going to realize that you're no longer settling for less. You're no longer believing in their lies, in their promises, and so this person is going to realize that, and they're going to know, okay, if I don't take action, then this person's not going to allow me into their lives. Somebody's going to have a big realization here. All talk. I know you're tired of hearing my excuses, all talk and no actions. We're going to be going into the extended now. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.